तो जैसा कौशिक आपने बताया कि कभी बस आपका एक बार मिलना हुआ मुकेश भाई अंबानी से।
बता दो कि मोटा भाई बोलते वो दिल को खुश है, मोटा भाई बोलते थोड़ा खुश हो जाए दिल को।
तो बाकी की बात है।
तो
देख कुछ है नहीं, वही तो प्रॉब्लम है।
तो बोले कुछ नहीं ऐसा।
हाँ मैं वही बोलने वाला था।
मोटा भाई को
start. Hello everyone. Today we have with us Mr. Kaushik Killana, who has recently completed his intern with Reliance Industries, and as you can see, he's the most jolliest person of our batch. So Kaushik, how was your internship experience, Reliance?
First of all, thank you much for this introduction. So with Reliance, it's as I already mentioned, it's a Lala company. But apart from that, keeping that aside, it's kind of stiff that you have to follow the stringent rules and everything, and you have some like fixed time you have to come and you have to do your work and again go. So the one thing which is very bad about that is like your age difference is very huge. Okay. So this thing happens, but apart from that, if you have a work, it's very chill work which I got as an intern. Have a small project which I could complete easily in 1 month. Okay. And the rest 1 month was completely up for me to explore all the opportunities which I could get over there.
Okay. So as we know, there are multiple businesses of Reliance. So were you allotted any specific division of Reliance?
Okay. So especially regarding to that, we are, as you said, there are like this petroleum is there, NGO, retail, and everything is there. But for us, it was properly driven program. So they have allocated us like which person will be going on to which department. Okay. It was something based on your resume as well, and something which also based on what was required at that time. Okay. So I was placed into retail part. So I was working under supply chain management, a very small component replenishment department which we say it. Okay. It might be very small for many of the companies, but for FMCG there is a major department which plays a crucial role because it circulates the demand and keeps the people engagement on point.
Okay, तो कौशिक अगर बहुत easy terms में प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में किसी को बताना हो तो आप कैसे बताएंगे?
अगर मैं प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बात करूं तो बेसिकली ये होता है कि प्रमोशन के टाइम ड्यूरिंग अ टाइम ऑफ प्रमोशन यू यूजुअली गेट अ ह्यूज डिमांड. लोग आते हैं बिकॉज 50% ऑफ 40% ऑफ, तो उसके वजह से आपका डिमांड एकदम स्पाइक हो जाता है. एंड डिमांड इज अ फैक्टर ऑफ मेनी थिंग्स. से दैट अगर एडजेसेंट में कोई दुकान खुल गया तो अगेन देयर इज अ चेंज इन डिमांड दैट इज पॉसिबल. So what my thing as a part of project was, I need to forecast this demand for the next promotion time period. Okay. So इसके लिए I need to consider what has been the sales especially happened in the last 2 years and how it has been the trend. Is there any trend following out there? Okay. If there is a trend, I have to replicate this trend, similar trend happening now. And I have to consider other factors like sometimes even the GDP becomes a factor, like in that area what is my consumption, how the consumption rate is there and everything. And how that actually the product demand is there over in that place. So in सब factors हम करके you try to get out the demand कि in next few days the shops during the time of promotion इतना good sale होगा. So that they can plan their supply chain according to it.
Okay. तो कौशिक इंटर्नशिप एक्सपीरियंस पे हम आते हैं, तो आपको कैसा लगा इंडिया के सबसे रिचेस्ट आदमी के कंपनी में काम करके?
काश ये भी होता कि वही मेरे मेंटर हो जाती है, कहीं मेरे सामने घूमते रहते. ऐसा नहीं, एक बार मैं उनसे मिला हूँ, बस एक ही बार मिला हूँ. अच्छा. वो भी ऐसा बोले कि हाँ चलो निकलो भाई, उससे ज़्यादा और कुछ इंटरेक्शन हुआ नहीं मुझसे. लेकिन एज आई सेड हम एक बार ट्राई तो किए कि we'll get that since we were sitting in the boardroom, so we thought at least once he will come and he will cheer up, like he will say something about us, something about like intro speech, something ऐसा हुआ नहीं. And then we came down to next step ईशा अंबानी. We thought अच्छा ईशा अंबानी तो बुला लो भाई, एडजस्ट कर लेंगे हम, लेकिन वो भी नहीं हुआ at the end. So at the end हम यहाँ से ये हुए एग्री हुए कि भाई बस HR का हेड आएगा रिटेल का, वो बोल के जाएगा कि वेलकम, और यही हुआ. तो ये हमारा स्टार्टिंग फेज था. और उसके बाद तो गोइंग ऑन विथ इंटर्नशिप, जैसे मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी बताया था कि बहुत चिल वर्क है. मतलब सिंस एज गैप ज़्यादा है तो तुम उतना ज़्यादा मिलना भी थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है, स्पेशली रिटेल टीम और पेट्रोलियम डिपार्टमेंट. सिंस उनके दे हैव दिस वेरी स्ट्रिंजेंट रूल्स, लाइक तुम्हें सर बोलना पड़ेगा एंड एवरीथिंग. इट हैपेंस व्हेन यू कम टू जियो, इट्स वेरी फ्री कल्चर. सो कल्चर डिफरेंस थोड़ा होता है, सो यू नीड टू एडजस्ट टू इट. अगर इफ यू गेट एडजस्टेड दैट्स वेरी चिल. बट हाउसएवर कभी कभी फ्राइडे सैटरडे वी यूज्ड टू सिट विद सीनियर्स एंड वी यूज्ड टू डिस्कस अबाउट प्रोजेक्ट, इवन आउटसाइड प्रोजेक्ट, हाउ थिंग्स गोइंग ऑन, रिलायंस कैसा है एंड एवरीथिंग. इट वाज फन अ बिट.
जैसा आपने बताया कौशिक कि आपको बस एक बार मिलना हुआ मोटा भाई से, तो कुछ आप बताइए कि कैसा रहता था, जब माहौल कैसा बन जाता था जब वो आने वाले रहते थे।
यार एक चीज अच्छी चीज लगती है कि जब वो आते हैं ना तो
हाँ।
सारे रोड एकदम चकाचक दिखते हैं, ठीक है। आखिर तक कुत्ते भी नहीं दिखते रोड पे, ये सच की बात है। इतने साफ करते हैं कि वो नीचे जो पत्थर दिखता है वो भी साफ साफ दिखता है, उतना लोग करते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वो यूजुअली आते हैं वीक में 1-2 बार आ जाते हैं, और वो हेलीकॉप्टर में आते हैं। उनका सॉर्टेड है कि 2 हेलीकॉप्टर आएंगे। अगर जब वो घूमते हैं अंदर तो रेंज रोवर 5 रेंज रोवर घूमते हैं, किसी को पता नहीं कि कौन से रेंज रोवर में, सारे के सारे सेम नंबर्स होते हैं।
अच्छा।
हाँ, और उसके साथ साथ एक टैंक होता है जो जब आते हैं वो सराउंड करते रहता है जस्ट इन केस। और उनका वही उनका रेगुलर स्टाइल जो भी वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो लूज शर्ट पहन के आते हैं, वो जाते हैं। और ऐसा नहीं कि कोई पूरा मीटिंग में बैठते हैं, कभी नहीं होता है। वो आते हैं, मीटिंग देखते हैं कि 5 मिनट, अच्छा क्या बोलना है बोलो, निकलो, बस इतना है। बहुत सिंपल रखते हैं वो।
तो रिलायंस जैसा कि मतलब हाईएस्ट मार्केट कैपिटल वाला कंपनी है, तो इंटर्न्स का उन लोगों ने ख्याल कैसे रखा है? व्हाट आर द फैसिलिटीज दैट दे प्रोवाइडेड टू यू? इफ यू कुड shed some light on this.
Yes. So with respect to facilities and all, it was really good. Especially for first 7 days, जो usually honeymoon period बोलते हैं लोग, it was indeed a honeymoon period कि they'll give you everything like food, lavish food, you will get the best क्या बोलते हैं, best Reliance could offer it. सब लोग उनके जो भी उनके क्या बोलते हैं, उनके रेस्टोरेंट्स जो भी अंडर रेस्टोरेंट्स होते हैं उनसे फूड आते हैं, चेफ वहीं के वहीं होते हैं, एवरीथिंग विल बी डन ऑन पॉइंट। एंड फिर बाद में स्टे, दे हैव अ वंडरफुल स्टे ओवर देयर इन कंसोल इटसेल्फ। सो वो एक बहुत सही अच्छा है, मतलब दैट्स वन थिंग इज वेरी गुड, लाइक यू गोइंग एज अ इंटर्न यू डोंट नीड टू सर्च फॉर एनी स्टे और एनीथिंग, यू नीड टू पे सम अराउंड 10K to 15K. देयर वाज अ प्रॉब्लम अराउंड इट कि वो हमसे 30,000 डिमांड किए एंड वी अगेन गॉट बैक टू 15K. दैट्स अनदर स्टोरी, बट या टू कीप इट सिंपल, the stay is so good, the food was for 7 days is too good. But that's only for the first 7 days. But after once the 7 days get, the one thing which you really need to focus is your travel. You need to travel from Ghansoli to Reliance Park. That one thing you need to look after. And after also the food. The food is damn pricey inside the stay which you will get it. कि मैंने एक बार story, wonderful story. So पहला दिन मैं वैसे ही गया था, मैं सोचा कि ट्रैवल कर गया, भूखा था। मैंने बोला ठीक नीचे होटल है, होटल मतलब उनके ही अंदर, वही विद इन दैट बिल्डिंग। तो हम गए थे, तो ही टोल्ड मी दैट देयर विल ओनली बफे विल बी सर्व्ड एट दिस टाइम। तो मैंने बोला कितना है? तो वो बोला कि 10 बजे क्लोज हो रहा है, आप खा लो, हम विल डिस्कस द रेट एंड एवरीथिंग। तो मैंने बोला ठीक है। अब वो बोल रहा है कि सिंस इंटर्न हो तो कुछ तो हो जाएगा, कम में हो जाएगा। देन मैंने पूरा खाया, सब कुछ हो गया, डन, ही वाज रैपिंग अप। तो मैंने जाके पूछा कि बिल कितना है? तो वो पूछा मुझे रूम पे भेजूँ या अभी देंगे आप? मैं बोला नहीं, रूम पे क्यों, अभी दे दूंगा। तो मुझे बिल दिया तो 500 था, अभी टैक्स सब कुछ मिला के वो 700 का अकाउंट मुझे डाला था। तो मेरा सबसे पहला दिन जो फ्री खाना सोचा था वो मुझे 700 का बिल हुआ। तो उसके बाद मुझे अक्खा लाया कि अंदर कभी नहीं खाना है। सो दिस इज हाउ माई इंट्रो हैज बीन। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इन बिल्डिंग, इन मतलब कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस, द फूड इज डिसेंट। आपको नॉनवेज नहीं मिलेगा। पूरे 23 बिल्डिंग्स है, नियरली 23 बिल्डिंग में बस एक ही बिल्डिंग में आपको नॉनवेज मिलता है। हाँ, और वो भी उसमें वेडनेसडे एक दिन बहुत रश होता है, क्योंकि खाना वेडनेसडे दिन थोड़ा ठीक होता है। इफ यू आर अ वेज देन एडजस्ट मैनेजेबल।
तो जैसा आप बता रहे हैं रिलायंस कॉर्पोरेट पार्क है, तो वो अपने आप में एक सिटी है, कैसे, मतलब उसके बारे में अगर आप कुछ डिस्क्राइब करें।
हाँ, एक्चुअली दैट्स one really interesting thing about Reliance is its corporate park. So when you see about corporate park, it has, my favorite thing is sports. So inside that it has 3 proper stadiums. Mumbai Indians वहीं पे practice करता है. Then there is another football ground, 2 proper football grounds, and it is usually taken by either Indian team or else it will be either given to under 18, under 16s जो बाहर से आते हैं, and they play for the any nation sports or anything happens, they'll play. And they are properly rolled and everything. So every day मैंने nearly 2 months at most, मैंने for 30 damn days मैं वहाँ पे ग्राउंड पे जाके वेट किया कि मुंबई इंडियंस आएगा क्या, मैं देखेंगे। वो हुआ नहीं। वो एक बार एक्चुअली हो गया, वो हुआ नहीं। बट लकीली आई गॉट टू मीट देम वंस। वो वहाँ से जा रहे थे तो आई मेट द टीम। सो दैट वाज वन क्रेजी एक्सपीरियंस। इफ यू आर रियली लकी यू वुड बी एबल टू मीट देम एज वेल।
ओके, सो interns को did they give some passes of Mumbai Indians as IPL was going at that time?
This was the, what do you say, this was the most regret thing ever happened कि we being Reliance known for Mumbai Indians and all, we were not given any pass. And we begged them from the day one कि हमें pass दे दो, because everyone, even PwC came. ठीक है, consulting it has its own perks, but even they got their passes and they went, and there was some other company, even they got their passes and they went. Everyone got their passes, but we as a Mumbai Indians, we never got. Even at the end of first month, you have a mid review and everything. They were discussing about. Even then we asked, at least last में आ गया तो दे दो. नहीं देना. At the same time, what happened was Ambani, as a part of CSR activity, they have taken some. If I'm not wrong, there was in Mumbai Indians during Mumbai Indians match in Mumbai, there were 10,000 girls who were in the match. So it was a part of CSR activity for them. So वो भी हुआ है, लेकिन हमें उसमें 100 लोगों के लिए टिकट नहीं मिला. तो ये बात हुआ है. This is how it was.
So Kaushik, your internship experience sounds quite interesting. So I know you have many things positives to tell about. Do you find any negative aspect of this internship?
Yeah, so one very big negative is you need to be there in the office for 9 hours for sure, no matter what. So in the morning you need to come around 9 to 9:30. If you are Geo, there will be bit flexibility, as I mentioned, cultural change. But if it's petroleum side or else if it's a retail side, they follow pretty strict. So 9:30 you will be there. And even the business demand that fashion, because supply chain happens and everything, there has to be they meet them. So morning 9:30 and again your 9 hours you need to exit. And saying that जो Reliance का corporate park इतने strength is too much. तो सुबह हमें even for the line it takes nearly 10 minutes to even enter into the building. तो सुबह तो ऐसा हो जाता है. अगर मैं जब शाम के बाद लगता हूँ तो और रश और भी बढ़ जाए, क्योंकि अगर 6 बजते 9 घंटे हुए सब लोग भाग निकलते हैं. तो usually we have one line for like people who do for labor things and everything, another is like our own like for the interns and office people and everything. तो वो 6 बजे ऐसा लगता है कि वो फर्क ही नहीं दिखता है कुछ. जो वहाँ पे लाइन है यहाँ पे भी लाइन है, सेम वही लंबी लाइन. तुम यहाँ पे जाओ कोई पूछने वाला नहीं. अगर सुबह तुम गलती से भी यहाँ से जाओ वो लोग पूछ लेंगे कि नहीं यहाँ से चलो. So that's how it will be. So timing, one thing which you feel bit awkward about it, you won't be easy to set in.
Okay. So Kaushik, moving on to next question. How much relevant did you find the MBA first year, the PGP-Finance program in the internship project?
Okay. So to be very honest about that, even I was someone from banking industry. I was looking for a finance to be there in my interns, and I want even for future. But the project which I went was GenMan. So in GenMan, especially mine was operations. I worked on projections and building the model. So the one subject which really I need to take up is the models and everything which we learned, right? How regression models and everything. That was one big topic which we know that in every term we learned that, and this is the same similar thing which what I have done in my final project as well. And it happens that whatever you learn, it's a kind of theory. When you keep into a actual world, it doesn't fit because the variables varies a lot and everything. But at the end, we try to draw a line near the regression, like how much is it, like what it is saying, and then your other inputs comes in from your managers and everything. This is what happens in real life. Whatever you put, it doesn't happen.
And for the junior batches, if someone is eyeing for this role, GenMan role, would you suggest any skills that they should learn in their first year?
Especially if I say especially for GenMan, there is no particular thing that will happen. If you even look at in our process, SIP process, we have seen that it was always based on your exam. First you have a big major exam like psychometric test and everything. Based on that you will get a shortlist, and then the CV shortlist happens at the very rare end. And especially saying for a GenMan, for any company, be it a TAS, Reliance or anything, JSW, taken JSW, the one thing, if you are from engineering background, if you have somewhat related around your production or mechanical side, that will give you an edge, because saying that it might lead into operations or anything. Even if it's a marketing or something, it will give you an edge. So that is one big thing about, or one thing which you can look out for, one proper thing that you might get a shortlist for. Apart from that, as a GenMan, you don't have any specific कि ये prep करो और CV तुम्हें ऐसा दिखना चाहिए. Nothing, because my CV was completely different. I had my experience in production engineering, and then I did couple of interns in towards mechanical or core side, and then mine was in banking sector, and I landed up here. So yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Just that जैसा बोला मोटा भाई ने बोला कि आशीर्वाद है तो चलो हो गया. वही होगा.
So Kaushik, अगर आप फुल टाइम एम्प्लॉय की तरह ज्वाइन करते हैं तो कैसा करियर ट्रेजेक्ट्री रहता है रिलायंस में?
So if we really look at the Reliance career trajectory, as I mentioned, it has proper good sector, developed sectors which can really work on. We have geo, we have again coming to retail, and again coming to petroleum, and we have even into investments. They have been moving into investments. So you can actually move from one domain to another domain, and it's always free. If you have some good connections over there, you can really move over there, and people do support you. And even though it's being called as a Lala company and all, the very good thing about the people working over there, their door is always open. You can really walk in and you can talk to them about what's happening or how you can do it. Because even I did that. I literally walked in because I was reaching nowhere in my project. So I went in there. So they were able to help me out with this. So that is really good thing. And as I mentioned, retail and petroleum, these are the old sectors which they have been coming. So they have very good experience, vast experience over there. And when you come to geo, and these people, they hire at very good rate, especially during the time of COVID and everything. And even their team is too solid, and they have good, especially good analyst side on both sides, both geo and this side. So that is one thing which you can look for. And the other thing is, when it comes to especially hikes and everything, you might be just meeting the standards or average. Like usually you get around 5 to 10% at max. If you did extraordinary well and you have a promotion time, you might be getting 15% or something more than that. But it's around, say that around 10% is you will be getting for at least for first 3 years in there. So this is how it looks.
So thank you, Kaushik, for giving us insights about how things work at India's largest company, Reliance. And if anyone has any doubt, they can reach to Kaushik. We have pinned down his LinkedIn profile in the comment section. So thank you, man.
Thank you, Manshu. Thanks a lot.